She was blessed with a family that threw her up high, said, "Flap your brains, girl. It's time we test drive the sky." And she did not know where she was headed, but it had to be more than what she was leaving behind. So she grabbed her life by the scruff of its ears. She let loose the reins and she went for a ride. And it helped that she was friendly because she'd smile when she'd say what she'd say. So she felt armed to be a hero, the impossible kind with the big dagger flaw, and the world loomed like a tragedy. She'd never seen one up so close before. There was daunting poverty and there was haunting wealth. And the narrator warned her to keep to herself. People were petty and precious. Their faces were preserved in stone. And the chorus insisted she leave them alone. So she peeked behind the curtain at the mainstream stage. Everything there was colorful and strange. Cell phones patrolled the streets, connecting fools from brain to brain. And she put one hand on her head and the other on her heart. And she swore to all she knew that she would never be able to tell them apart. And she says, "I guess that I'm prey to all these things that I condemn. And I confess perhaps that's why I'm so pissed off as I am. So I'll keep one hand on my head and the other on my heart. And I'll swear to all I know that I will never be able to tell them apart." And yeah, she is just one citizen with her hands tied behind her back. And this is why she chooses to use her teeth and tongue to attack. This is why you gotta use your mouth to fight back, because you got one hand on your head and the other on your heart, and you're swearing to all you know that you will never be able to tell them apart. You're swearing to all you know that they will never be able to tear them apart. But we are blessed with this family that has thrown us up. And I say, flap your brains. It's time we test drive the sky. And we may not know where we are headed, but it's got to be more than what we're leaving behind. So let's grab our lives by the scruff of their years. Let's let loose the reins and let's go for this ride. Let's go for this ride.